We ready to do this shit? What's up, everybody?
It's been a while.
Hey, YouTube.
We
Hello,
are
YouTube.
back. Oh,
Yep, finally.
so it's been a long 2 months. We said we weren't going to do a video when Dad left, just because
It's just not right.
yeah, wasn't going to be right. So Dad left, and I went and got him, and now we're back, and I'm smoking my Road Dog with some McClellan's Royal Cajun. Picked this up on the road. I've had it before, but I didn't have any here.
Remember where you got it?
Yes. I got it at the Briar Patch in Sacramento. Oh, here, want to smell
I could smell it actually, but it smells delicious.
it? Mm-hmm. Tastes delicious. Let me shake this up.
I'm smoking this little poker. Designed after the, what, Joe K. Slayer?
Mm-hmm. I got another pipe loaded. I'll get to that if I get to it. We're going to try not to make these an hour long because really everything that we've done in the last 2 months, we'd be sitting here for 4 hours and we don't want to bore anybody. So we're going to
try to give you the condensed.
yeah, try to give you
Yeah, the
might have
condensed.
to leave some details out.
Well, I'm sure we'll forget quite a bit.
Not me.
Nope. He's been doing his homework. He's prepared.
All right, I flew out of here for L.A. and then caught another flight
You wrote a fucking
to
novel.
Sacramento, and then I went up to Forest Hill and visited my good friends, the McNary's, Jason, Maddie, and Christina. And what hosts they were. They're just wonderful people. And
McNary's.
And my purpose of going up there was to do some camping with Jason, and we did so. Our first little expedition was just northeast of it was the northeast corner of the Granite.
Can you not read your own writing?
Yeah, the Granite. Okay, and we spent a whole weekend or 4 days at Ahart and moved around, and it was pretty cool.
Is that when you went kayaking?
That was your
No.
that was your first weekend there, wasn't it?
Don't interrupt me. Then, then Jason had to go to work, and when he got off again, we went north of where we were in Ahart to a little place called Talbot. And Ahart's where I caught my fish. Then we went to Talbot, and we was there for, I don't know, about 4 days. And then went through the whole process again. Our next camping was at Hellhole. Now that was an experience. We had kayaks. Even though I'm from Florida, I've never been in a kayak. Was a little strange. Anyway, the water was 40 degrees and the water was rough. And we got in those things and paddled all the way across to the other end.
How many miles was that?
Probably about 4 or 5 miles.
What was the wind?
Into the wind.
Yeah.
And the kayak took on water, and my ass was sitting in 40-degree water. No more kayaks for me. I don't think those guys ever heard of a canoe. Anyway, wound up, it was a very good camping trip. Jason and I, we piddled around and all the way up to the, what the hell? Rubicon River. That's where we were, right up to the edge. It's on the southwest edge of the Granite Chief Wilderness, if y'all know what I'm talking about. We're in the boonies.
There was snow up there, right?
There was snow. Matter of fact, when we were, well, yeah, there wasn't as much snow at Hellhole as there was Ahart. When we were staying at Ahart, we tried to get up to Talbot, and we couldn't get to Talbot because of the snow. But after we went to Hellhole, we were able to get up there to Talbot. And then Christina, she surprised me, and we got a train ride. We went to Colfax, California, got on a train, and rode that train all the way to Reno. And had a good time. Had a real good time there. And then we came back, and Jason came, and
This Jason.
when we got back from Reno, we went on one more little expedition, and we were trying to get up on the 4, but it was snowed in, and we wound up staying off the side of the road. I believe it was a place called Silver Creek. We'd gone through the Snore Pass to get there anyway, and that was pretty cool. And then I picked up Jason, and then we had a meeting at the Briar Patch. And at the Briar
This is
Patch,
so condensed.
Yeah,
This is so condensed.
Poor Jay.
Oh my god.
I said it was the condensed version.
Jesus.
All right, we'll say
Well, while we were at the meetup, Phil Rivera showed up, and he gifted me this cane. And I don't know if you can see that, but those are all bears. Then on the other side is an eagle with a bear and an Indian. Anyway, it's an awesome gift.
It's a lot longer
And
now.
Let me see.
Thank you so much, Phil. It's awesome.
Aw.
Yeah, if you don't need it to walk, you can hit somebody with it, I guess.
If they need it.
Yeah.
All right, well,
It's actually quite a bit of detail there.
Okay.
see the Indian head in it?
So anyway, before Jason got there, about a month had gone by on our little camping trip and everything. And then after I picked Jason up, and we went to the Briar Patch and had the meet up, and Phil gave me this wonderful cane. Straighten up, goddammit. Jason and I got in the car, and we was talking with some friends of ours, Matt and
Ashley?
Ashley.
Ashley. Yep.
Ashley Drake.
Ashley Drake. Yep, we met them at a beard contest in Reno, and that was a lot of fun. And then we went to the casino. I won $1,000 on a slot machine. And I turned around and gave it right back to him, but I played all day long. It was wonderful playing with somebody else's money.
Shit, we got $1,000 worth of entertainment
Yeah.
out of that.
Yeah. And then Jason and I, we left there, and we went through the Sierra Pass and wound up down in South Tahoe on the eastern side of Lake Tahoe.
California.
And Jason, of course, skateboarded everywhere we went. And then when we got out of there, we went back to Sacramento. And from Sacramento, Jason and I flew to Portland, Oregon. And we stayed with Paris and his wife, Sarah, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had an awesome time. We wound up going to Mount Hood, and Jason and I walked around, took pictures, went up in the snow. People were actually skiing and snowboarding there. And then we went with Paris, his mom. We met his mom for lunch where she lived off the Columbia River. She lives in a houseboat, and it's not like the houseboats here. These houseboats don't go anywhere. They're attached to the pier permanently, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's no motor on them or anything. Anyway, we went there and had a wonderful lunch with them and visited with them for a while on her boat. And, well, it's not really a boat.
It's an old boat, but it's turned into a house.
Yeah, it's a house.
Completely redone, and it floats on huge redwood trees.
So then after a while, you know, we had some good times there, and Jason and I took off and flew to L.A. And then from L.A., we went to Venice, one of our favorite places. Jason skated for a while. And then we went to our friend Tyler and Pearson and Derek, and then Dan was a neighbor, and we just had a blast with them in Long Beach. And then and we had lunch on the Queen Mary there in Long Beach.
Best clam chowder of the trip.
Yep. And then we picked up Elaine.
Hold on, who met us at Queen Mary? Remember? Neil showed up.
Neil, yeah.
Yeah, Garage Made Pipe Tool.
Yeah.
Had lunch with Neil and chill afternoon, parking lot skate session.
Yep. And then we picked up Elaine.
And then we picked
They're
up
trying to
Elaine.
sidetrack me. This is condensed version.
See? We're not supposed to interrupt them.
We'll fill in the details later.
So anyway, when we picked up Elaine, we went over to our friend's house, Steve and Lori Price, and they're wonderful house guests as well. No, we were the house guests.
They're wonderful hosts.
Host.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent human beings.
Yes.
And then we had Los Angeles Pipe Club meeting
Yeah.
at Steve's house, and that was awesome. And we
LA
had a really
sticker.
good time. Had a good time. A lot of people showed up.
It was wonderful.
It was an epic meetup.
Pipe me up. But hold on, he's got to finish
Oh,
the first.
sorry.
So then after we got through with that, we got in our car. We rented a car and we drove down to San Diego.
Dodge Caravan.
And it was a Dodge
Rolls.
Caravan. And then, we were down there in an Airbnb, and we went all over the place down there. And one of the days we went over to, what's the name of that island?
Coronado Island.
We went to Coronado Island. Alzheimer's is terrible. Anyway, we went to Coronado Island and met up with SEAL Team 5. And that was awesome. They brought all their guns out and everything. We got to handle them, and we just had a good time.
We didn't take any photos just because of classified information, but we got to see a lot with our eyes and experience and hear and enjoy the company of many great men.
Yep, and one of those was Jason, one of the SEALs, and he invited us over to his house for dinner, and we had a barbecue out there, and he had the biggest gopher turtle I'd ever seen.
25 years old.
25 years old,
It
yeah.
was huge.
And he got it like this big. It was a little tiny. He got it from the pet store, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we drove all over the place, and also went to the Jew.
What's the Jew?
What I'll miss saying is when we went to SEAL Team 5, they gave us all challenge coins.
I've got mine in my purse.
Good place for it.
Yeah, just in case.
We got challenge coins from the guys at SEAL Team 5, and that means an awful lot to me. Thank you, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah. Really awesome. Never forget that.
I have so much to say, but I'm just waiting my turn because I know Jay's.
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't-
almost through.
I don't want
Get it
to
out.
interrupt.
No, I'm
because,
almost through.
I mean, but I got a lot to tell you.
We
better not
drove
get in
all
trouble.
over the place, and then
I don't want to get in trouble.
we went to the zoo and met up with Jason, and Jason gave me some cherry smash.
That's right.
That's all I got. Then we got on a plane, flew home. 2 months down the road, I'm home, safe and sound. Yahoo Mountain Dew. Thank you, Jason McNary.
Dad, I gotta tell you, that was
awesome.
the most condensed version possible. Yeah,
I mean,
that was pretty good.
that was
Did I
pretty
hit
good.
everything?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of time
Yeah.
interlapse, especially with me and Jason. We were out for days at a time. And I mean, we were in the boondocks.
Let me just say that, you know, this was supposed to be a vacation for us. And just to do something different and have no plan at all. And really not go with GPS unless we know where, you know, the destination is. Once we get there, shut it off and explore. And Dad was a trooper. I mean, I'm pretty, I guess, high energy, I guess, maybe.
Not you guess. You are.
So he was
Which
up.
is fine.
He was up every day early, and he was down to do whatever we got into. And we were on the road 8 to 12 hours a day.
Every day.
Seeing as much as we could.
Well, that's
Every day.
That's as soon as you got there.
Yeah.
Now, when Jay was up in Forest Hill with McNary, he was able to get a little downtime, but McNary took him out. From my understanding, he'd take you out and run your ass too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd want to run it a little further than that.
Yeah.
He wanted to go hiking, you know, like up in the Granite Chief Wilderness, and I have osteoporosis. I wasn't really into climbing rocks.
Yeah.
Well,
Dad, you did
One
you did
fall-
incredible.
One
Yeah.
fall for me, and broke a bone. But that's what happens when you get old.
Yeah, but during that entire month we were together, I watched your cardio increase, your stamina increase, and you just
you hung in
you
there
slept great every night, and you lost fucking weight
Yeah.
Yeah.
the right way. And you ate on my plan, you know, my eating schedule that first couple of weeks. You know, I got to eat every couple hours, and he'd say, I'm not hungry. I'm like, just eat it anyways. You'll thank me later. And it, you know, builds the metabolism.
Well, on my own, I have decided, I've tried everything in the world to lose a little pounds here or there. And I've lost weight by eating small amounts. I eat anything I want, but I only eat small amounts.
Yeah. Portion. Hand size. You know, your stomach is literally that big.
Like tonight, Elaine made me 2 chicken enchiladas. They were great.
Did you eat them both?
I ate them both.
Yeah, I ate 1.5. I was full. I mean, I could have put it down, but then, you know, then you're
I
full.
learned-
Tonight was like a cheat meal because I've been cooking vegetables and a little bit of meat.
All right.
I
But
learned,
anyways, that's besides the point.
I learned quite a bit from Jason McNary. I spent most of my time with him, and he's a pretty awesome guy. He's a horrible driver, but he's a good guy.
Oh, driver.
Oh, McNary.
All right, let's throw this video all over the place. Let's rewind to...
Why don't you... Okay, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, but you already know how this is. We're going to be all over the fucking place trying to remember all this stuff, but whatever pops in your head, just blur it out.
Well, I was going to say or suggest talking about when you flew in to Sacramento and how you met up with Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, I got more before that. I mean...
oh, okay.
Well, let's see. He was gone a month. And then about the last 2 weeks, I was trying to slowly, you know, get everything organized. Not slowly. I was trying to get it all done. I mean, I was doing 12-hour days. But getting everything here situated so I could leave and come back and not make it so hard to, you know, get back into the swing of things. And let me tell you, it's no matter what, it's hard because jet lag, fucking, you know, you're doing something different for an entire month, and
Awesome stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just takes a little bit, but...
Well, what I want to say before we make like a 4-hour video is that, you know, before I left, I had so many things set aside and planned out, and this is what I'm talking about. Let's get that over with so nobody has to sit through 40 minutes waiting for it because I already said I was going to do it during this video.
Okay.
So, when we went to LA and stayed at Stephen Laurie's house, which was awesome, and thank you guys again. You know, I did a 7-day set of pipes that I was going to give away to somebody that just shows up that bought a raffle ticket. And,
at the LA Pipe Meetup, there was lots of prizes and stuff, but the grand prize was
the 7 pipes.
The 7-day
So-
or 7 pipes for 7 days.
You know, when I was making that, I set another 7 aside that were totally different, and I wanted to, when we come back home, you know, I had to load up a bunch of new stuff on the website, get that back up because we were low on inventory, and you know, for the guys that got packages from my mom, you know, she says hello.
She loved it. She loved doing that.
She loves it.
She's
All right, so, you know,
Good help.
we get home. It takes us a week to just catch up. We're just now caught up right now, sitting here doing this video. We wanted to do a video when we got home, but there was just too much stuff to do, and we got it mostly done. I'm going to put my pipe down. So, let's see, what was it? Friday or Thursday night, we launched a bunch of stuff on the website, and I sent a newsletter out. And, you know, to me, the guys that and the girls, just anybody that subscribes to our website newsletter, that's important to me, you know, because it's something, information that you're always going to get without social media. You know, a lot of people rely on social media, so I use that newsletter for the guys that don't have Instagram and you know, don't do any of the other twatter and fuck books and all that shit. So in the newsletter, I said anybody that, you know, makes a purchase over the weekend, it could be a fucking sticker for all I care. All you got to do is write 7-day set on your notes on checkout, and we were going to enter you into a drawing, which is now, for a chance to win the 7 pipes. And I have the 7 here, and you know, the photo of them was in the newsletter. I don't really feel like sitting here showing them, but you wanna just show them, and
I'll show them.
I'm gonna start working on this. All right, so we had a lot of people write down 7-day set that got the message from the newsletter.
And babe, do all these come with short stems too?
Yes.
Okay, so all these come with short stems.
So here's how I'm gonna do it. I got a list.
Oh yes, thank you.
Of names and emails that put 7-day set.
This one's cool.
So I've got these cut. I'm gonna cut them this way. I'm gonna put them in this bowl, shake and bake. And whoever we
Shake
pick
and bake, baby.
is the winner. Fuck. Did I bring scissors? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna get the cut in here.
Ooh, this one's kind of. I like this one's pretty
They're all
cool.
cut out. Hold on, I gotta cut this one. This is the one that says. This is Justin Lehman. No, I guess I could have read you all the names.
Well, I was gonna read it, but
I don't know. Maybe somebody doesn't want their name written, but.
oh, you gave me this already.
Bring a lid too.
Whoops.
I'm just gonna
Whiskey
shake and
barrel.
bake until you're done.
Good one, Jason.
I think that was the radio.
Must have been those chicken enchiladas. All right, last one.
Last one.
Oh yeah,
I'll light a new bowl.
that light is. See, it's got a little swirl.
And as Elaine said, they all come with small bits as
They all
well.
come with this short, so you have options.
A shorty. Is that all 7?
See,
All right. I just want to say this real quickly.
thank you, Jay.
Keith Graham, rest in peace. Phil Rivara gifted me this tin of Orlick that Keith sent to him, and you know, we lost a piper out of the community, and
we're thinking about you.
We see Eric
thought
Red.
about him.
He was there.
Oh, you're gonna do it? All right.
Well, I don't. If you want me to.
No,
do
go ahead. All right.
Okay, here we go. 7-day set goes to not looking or swirling the pasta.
Everett Bradshaw.
Everett Bradshaw.
Everett Bradshaw. We're
Would
going
you
to
imagine
email
that?
you and send you 7 free pipes tomorrow. We have your address, so we really don't even need to email you. We could just send them to you.
Everett.
Everett
That's
Bradshaw.
a very
Congratulations.
awesome.
Now, hold on. Should we have a runner-up? Got a lot of names in here.
Oh, do we have a runner-up for another
Well,
prize?
what are you giving for the prize?
I don't know. What do I got?
That's
I got a long Devilance, and maybe it will have a variety of colored stems. All right, so Dad, here, you pick one.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Shake and bake.
Let's make it fun.
Shake and bake, baby.
Shake and bake.
I'm gonna put these back in the bag.
Here, just stick
And
that name
put-
right in there.
Put Everett's name in there. Okay.
Here, Jason, stick your hand in here and pull a name.
No. Oh, I thought you were gonna pick it.
I shook it. Shake and bake.
Okay.
Mike Fuller.
Mike Fuller.
Mike Fuller.
Yay!
Yay, Mike. All right.
Mike Fuller. I'll send you a bite, man.
For reading.
Well, we should do.
Yeah.
Should we do another one?
Want to do a hat?
Let's do a hat.
All right.
All right, you go. I'll shake.
I'll bake. Here, you pick, Dad.
Yeah, you pick. I shook.
All right, so Mike Fuller's getting a pipe. We'll put him in Everett's bag. Who's that?
Frank
Collier.
Collura. Collura. There you go, Frankie. You're gonna get a hat, Frankie boy.
Frank Calura.
Collura. Thanks, guys.
All right, cool.
Which,
Thank you, everybody, for subscribing to the newsletter. We always try to do cool and fun things. Make it worth reading the fucking novel that I write. Let's see. Another thing that I wanted to mention was Josh from Bearded Assassins mailed Dad a package for me when I got there for him to give to me, and it was this fucking custom pick. Yeah. Wolverine hand. And
he uses it.
yeah, it works really good. So
That's just
Josh,
what he needed.
yeah, I want to say thank you again. And he sent me a bottle of beard oil, bottle of beard soap. TSA took those. And
TSA
Here.
took them.
And I left my beard shampoo in the Airbnb that we left.
oh, you
Oh, so we're gonna need some more of those. We're gonna need to restock on that.
did? We'll try to do an order.
Yeah.
Smell my beard. Oh,
It does smell like coconut.
does it smell like?
It smells like.
Oh, don't eat it.
It does.
Smells like coconut.
It does?
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually. You were right.
All right.
It didn't smell like that at first when you first put it on.
Yeah, it changed.
But it does smell like coconut now, and it smells nice.
All right, well,
it smells fresh and summery.
I just got out of the shower. I'm trying out a new beard oil. And Damon Moody from the Bearded Rooster.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Damon
Rooster talk for thank you.
Yeah, that's what that
he
means.
sent me a bearded rooster, and it's called Havana Nights. So I told him that I would give him my honest review of it, and I would put it in after the next shower I took. Well, I just took a shower, I put it in, and when I first put it in, to me, it smelled like amaretto,
Yeah,
like cherries and almonds.
kind of, yeah, kind of Swedish.
But you guys think it? I don't smell it anymore.
I think it has a coconut. It has a slight coconut scent.
Does it smell good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Somebody be trying to chomp on that beard.
All right. What's our time? 30 minutes. How about we just stop it here? We'll come back maybe tomorrow or the next night. You know, it's a lot easier to do a 30-minute video than hour and a half. And
Or we could stop it and do another 30-minute video.
Aren't you glad I
and stop
gave you
it
my condensed
and do
version
another
of my
30
trip?
video.
well, then we might as well just keep going.
Oh, here we go again.
You know, I'm thinking it's almost midnight.
All right,
Going
whatever.
to bed, getting up early. You know, maybe we can do this a couple times this week, or you know what? We have a kind of resituated area here. We're not on our table anymore. Our table that we've been sitting at for years is now on the front porch, and that's our coffee smoke break table.
I now have a cubicle.
Dad's got a. We're in his cubicle right now, so it's a little easier to do YouTube videos.
That's
They're
work.
visiting my cubicle.
We're invading your cubicle.
We don't have to move the couch and move chairs. I mean, it's it should be a lot easier and a little bit more motivating to sit down and do this, because it's always good when we get to sit down and try to remember what the hell we do and what we've been doing.
We can do that, but that was just I was going to go off of Jay's notes and just kind of
My
hit
notes.
some highlights of things that were going on. But
One of my highlights in San Diego
We'll just
was
do it later.
visiting that custom bike motorcycle shops.
Oh, San Diego Customs?
Yep,
Yeah, that was cool. Those guys were super nice.
they were excellent
Yeah.
host.
Chip. Well, you want to just play the remember game and just pick some memory and we'll talk about it, or should we just stop?
okay, so I've got one
Cool.
since I got the green light. When we were staying in San Diego, we had rented an Airbnb, which is a little apartment downtown, just right outside downtown San Diego, and it's a house that has 4 different apartments, and I think they're all Airbnbs.
And it was in Little Italy.
It was a house that was on a hill that was probably 90 degrees, and we soon found out as soon as we got there that if you're parked on the right, your wheels have to be turned, and you can't be there on Tuesdays because the street sweeper comes through, and then on the opposite side it's Thursday. So anyways,
Somebody almost got a ticket.
They had a lot of jogging to do.
Jason almost, yeah, that was some workouts. But we met a really nice couple next door, and we had a balcony that overlooked the downtown, and we would go out there. The guys would be out there smoking, and it's a great place to hang out. Which, by the way, there was no AC. All we had was fans, and we didn't need AC at all. So we just, it was awesome.
It was
like,
it was amazing.
being here in Florida and constantly having to have AC running, it was just amazing.
Just slept with the door wide open.
The doors are open, the windows were open. I mean, we left the doors locked, but there was a screen door during the whole time we were there. Anyway, so our next door neighbors, they are from Turkey, and Ferhat
and Tuba.
and Tuba were our neighbors, and they just had a little baby girl.
Fred, if you can't say Brock.
No,
Yeah.
I think he was a baby boy.
Oh, you're right, it was a boy.
Yeah, it was a boy.
It was so small. It was only a couple weeks old.
He was a preemie baby.
That was the smallest baby I ever seen.
It was super tiny, but
And quiet.
and just to didn't
Never
cry.
cried. I never heard
I never
cry.
heard cry. So we would see him every night and hang out. We showed him how to smoke a pipe. Jason gave him a pipe. He loved it.
I picked him up some tobacco.
Yeah, and we would just hang out at night after, because they would be gone all day doing their thing. We'd get back and we'd just have our little evening sessions. And then we ended up hanging out with them one night and cooked them dinner. And we took them out the next day, and it was just really cool. So
it was their last day there, and so we wanted to take them on an adventure. And
on one of our adventures.
Yeah.
And they were totally game for it.
Yeah, we had them in the van for 8 hours.
They did not complain
with
at
the
all.
baby. I didn't even know the baby was in there. That's how quiet the baby was. But we went all over the place, and Fraught had a what is it, DJI-3
a drone.
And everywhere we were was a no-fly zone, and we were told to get that thing out of the air before he gets fined $250,000. But Farad is, he's not from here.
We had to communicate through an app that Jay downloaded on his phone. It was a translation app, and it was the funniest thing ever because we would say something and it would translate, and who knows if it probably said the gist of it, but maybe didn't convert it correctly or something. But we had the best time.
Yeah, we would sit there and laugh at how, it was kind of like a Siri voice would translate to him.
Yeah.
And it just,
and vice versa.
Whatever it said, it was so damn funny.
You ought to hear how Jason McNary talks to Siri.
Was he to throw her out the window?
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
So I think that was, there's many highlights of I was only out there for 2.5 weeks, but that was definitely one of the highlights because it was nice to know that, you made friends with your neighbor. You didn't have to worry about any drama. And,
and Fraught was a DJ.
Yeah, Fraught is a DJ.
Yeah, he's a DJ
in Turkey.
In Istanbul. And I showed him the Istanbul Pipe Club on Instagram. So, if it's in his area, he may know some of those guys. And, now he's a pipe smoker. So, turned him on to that. And he actually sent me a message yesterday saying, hello, Dagner Pipes.
Oh,
he goes, we are on vacation again. They're scuba diving somewhere.
Oh, I saw them. They're in Turkey. They did parasailing off the coast of Turkey. I mean, they're...
live it up, man. Live it up.
They're just a really, really awesome couple. But the thing is, I guess my point, what I'm getting to is that, don't be timid about people and just be yourself and say hi.
Hello. Introduce yourself.
And don't be afraid. And then next thing you know, you end up having dinner with them on the porch with candles.
It's called not being a dick,
Don't be a dick.
Somebody's in your presence,
acknowledge
them. Yeah. Say hello. Hi, how are you doing? Shake their hand.
It was cool.
Shake and bake, baby.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That's how we do with anybody that we encounter. And
if we win the lottery, we're moving to either La Jolla or Encinitas.
Yeah.
We've already decided on that. Those two beach towns are absolutely wonderful.
Right by the skate park.
There's tons of skate parks out there. Jason, every day was skate park, skate park, skate park.
La Jolla's pretty cool. I liked it.
So San Diego's got a lot going on, and the weather was great.
And you know what? The traffic there it's minimal for California.
I was driving today.
Well, it's less than it is here.
Well, I was just going to say, I was in Orlando today, for my dentist appointment, and I was more stressed today for the 30 minutes that I was in traffic than I was the entire time I was out in San Diego driving.
Mm-hmm. Well, most people there know how to drive, too, here.
Well, that's just here they would just cut you off with no blinker. At least out there,
in Sacramento, they just do whatever the fuck they want. That was like, I'm not saying everybody from Sacramento is the worst driver, but we acknowledge the worst drivers in Sacramento. I mean, people just, no blinker, no nothing. Here, I'm just going to say fuck you and cut you off and yell and scream at you.
It was really hot in Sacramento. It was like
fucking 110 the day I got there.
Yeah.
It was scalding hot. Thank God that
it wasn't that bad up there in the mountains where I was. It was pretty decent up there.
You remember that morning we woke up in Tahoe and it was 42 degrees? Mm-hmm. I mean, it was cold. I got an awesome photo that morning. I was just walking around, enjoying that cold air, drinking coffee, smoking my pipe, and the sun hit me in the eye and I saw it and I was like, holy shit, I gotta take a photo of that. But I had to take a fence board and make something I could put my pipe on.
We came through from Reno back to Tahoe. We went through the Sierra Pass, And we stopped the car, and Jason got out and played in the snow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Of course he did. I've got another crazy story you guys probably forgot, but when we were in Los Angeles and we were hanging out with Steve and Lori, and we were going to some surf shops, skate shops, and we wanted margaritas that day.
Oh, yeah.
And
We got margaritas that day.
we got margaritas. Do you remember the name of that restaurant? Oh, shitballs. Anyways, Steve and Lori brought us to this place, and this Mexican restaurant had been there. It's a staple in Los Angeles.
Yeah, he said it was one of the best ones.
It was the
that
best.
he's had.
And it was blazing hot out. Like, heat index was danger on the TV. Blah, you don't go outside. And they were right, because it was fucking hot. So we go. We said, where are you guys going to go have lunch? Where do we want to have lunch? Blah, blah, blah. So they take us to this little Mexican, not little, it's actually a big Mexican restaurant.
It was huge.
But it was
like 3 restaurants in one.
Yeah, like there was so many like little different coves and
cool atmosphere.
Just great atmosphere. And we got pictures of top shelf margaritas. I think we went through 3 or 4.
Let's just say
We're not talking about snapshots. We're talking about pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures of top shelf margaritas.
and we were drunk.
We were drunk.
Yeah.
And so we went to a surf shop, 2 of them actually. The first one was okay. The second one,
I left my hat in that restaurant.
we went to, Jay.
Because you were drunk.
Jay left his hat, and it was dark, but it was cool.
It was, yeah.
So, like cool as in temperature, and cool as being neat. But, anyways, so Jay had left. He's got his bag with him.
I call it a fag bag.
I didn't want to say it, but.
It's
But it has everything in it. He has his, medication if he needed it, and all his pipes and yada
a
yada.
toothbrush and all that shit.
He had it was like a little bug out bag.
Yeah. Little baby bug out
Condoms, Viagra,
Okay.
whatever I can get.
Well, and old Steve hit the gas pedal a little too fast because somebody, Steve, left the
whole fucking back tailgate or
it was the
tail window.
On the van where it closes down.
The back of the car.
The back of the car was not closed, and Steve hit the gas, and Jay's bag fell out.
My fag bag fell out.
And we were probably gone maybe an hour. It wasn't until we went to go get groceries and put things in the back of the car that Jay noticed that his bag was gone. And so we went back and we tried driving around it. We're all freaking out. And oh gosh, what was in there? And Jay's just like, I don't give a shit. Whatever's in there, I guess I can replace it. I really don't stress about it. And we're like, no, we got to find the bag. Got to find the bag. So this goes on for about an hour and a half, maybe even longer. Finally get back up to Steve and Lori's house. And he realizes that he left his phone in the bag. Well, Jason called the phone and instantly just called the phone, and somebody picked up on the other line.
Yeah.
And it was this guy, and I don't remember his name or whatever, but Jason goes, yeah, I need that phone and I need that bag. Where are you at? And he was just like, he was at the weed dispensary buying weed, and he saw this bag out in the middle of the road, and he picked it up and he drove home.
He said he called his girlfriend or his wife. And said, hey, I just found this bag. What should I do? Should I leave it here? And she's like, well, see if you can find any information. So he just threw it in his car and was going to do it when he got home. And, I told him everything that's in that bag. And I said, well, where are you at? And he was in, what's the name of that town?
Oxnard?
Oxnard. You're right. Very
Which was
good.
an hour, I think, west of us.
Yeah.
And I said, well,
and it was about 4 or 5 o'clock traffic too.
I said, if you give me your address, I can get there as fast as I can. I'll come pick it up. We'll make it worth your while. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah. The best place to meet me is at this Best Buy parking lot. Just call me.
He didn't know us. We didn't know them. So that was safe. We'll meet you at the Best Buy.
So we got there before him, and he rolls up, and hands us the bag, and
everything's in it.
I gave it to Dad. I'm like, check it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's all good. And he's like, oh man, I wouldn't do anything like that. It's like I just showed up, and I'm looking out, getting in my car, and there's a bag sitting in the road, and I was like, no man, I'm so glad that you picked it up. And what'd you throw him, a 50?
Yeah, threw him a 50.
Yeah, and he wouldn't take it. And Dad just went...
crumbled it up and threw it in there.
Yeah, fuck you. Threw it in there and we left.
So there is good people out there, and they did the right thing.
He was a good
Well,
guy.
he needed to be rewarded for being a good trooper.
Yeah, that was good karma on both sides. On both sides.
Yeah.
So that was at the beginning of the trip too, and that would have just sucked.
It was actually a pleasant drive, and we had good mountain scenery.
Mm-hmm.
The sun was setting, so it really wasn't that bad. And we doing the speed limit.
I mean, we got back, and I mean, at least I think an hour and a half or something, hour and 45 minutes.
I'd say whoever gets that minivan after we had it, I hope they do a tune-up. Change the oil at least. Number one rule when getting onto a freeway.
Floor it!
Floor it!
Especially in a rental.
You make a presence coming on that highway because everybody's doing 100, so you need to be doing a 110 when you get on it. But yeah, we had that Dodge Caravan. What a fucking vehicle. I mean, we just had a good time driving that van. Plenty of power, fucking suspension like a Cadillac, smooth.
Yeah, but that
handle.
Yukon was really nice too.
Oh, I would have liked to have driven the
Yukon was pretty pimp. But you know, if you were to say, "Hey, I'm going to give you a car, pick this or that," I'd totally pick that minivan.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have the Yukon, and I'd have more money than you.
You already got more money than me.
That Yukon was pretty nice.
What's our time? You know what? Phil gave Dad that cane, and Phil Rivara fucking gave me this I believe he said 1890 to 1910 is the guesstimation of the year. And he gave this to me for our Civil War reenactments.
No kidding. I didn't see that.
Oh.
I haven't seen that.
And he made the stem. You know, of course, the old stem was brittle and nasty. So he tried to replicate it and even used the, the old threaded insert tenon.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, I actually smoked it with the Orlick that I'm smoking now from Keith Graham on the summit in the snow, and you know we gave a little tribute prayer to Keith Graham. So yeah, and I'm not gonna abuse this thing and smoke it all the time, but
it'll be nice during Civil War.
Yeah, definitely there.
That's really cool.
Know? And Phil, thank you again for this. Phil Rivara is good dude.
Oh, so I'm gonna switch back to the SEAL Team 5 real quick.
Yeah, let's just go all over the place. It's the only way we remember.
So this is a great story. SEAL Team 5 was deployed, and Sean and Jason were Sean Glass and Jason Gardner were, they were all deployed with their team, and they were smoking pipes, and they turned, one got hooked on the other one and whatever, and they were smoking pipes, and so we had sent them a bunch of pipes. This was sometime last year, and we sent them a bunch of pipes, for them. Did we send them tobacco too? Can't remember.
We don't do that.
Oh, we didn't send them tobacco.
No.
But anyways, they had their own tobacco, and we sent them pipes for their tobacco. So the whole team was enjoying it when they were able to have some downtime, and so he had emailed me and said thank you for all that, and then if we were ever in San Diego, he would be offended if we didn't give him a call. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I found out that we were going to be in San Diego for that amount of time, of course I emailed him, and we had set up going to see SEAL Team 5 at the base in San Diego on Coronado Island. I didn't realize that the entire team was going to be there. And I didn't realize that, you know, some of them, it was their first time smoking a pipe. And they all really enjoyed it. In fact, there was a couple of them that, you know, had emailed us after we had met up with them saying that they really appreciated it. And they just had a great time, and they can't put it down. And
I gave the guys a...
complimentary.
I gave them just a good how-to demonstration, you know, just giving them basic knowledge, you know, of what they're fixing to get into. And, you know, I taught them how to pack their pipe the right way, first try, and not have to figure it out, you know, over time. Here's how you do it. The guys did it, and they stayed lit.
Yeah, and it was great. I mean, they showed us, you know, what they do, and they showed us, like Jay said, the guns that they carry. This was the guns that they just, you know, had in their collection. It was what they actually carry, and some of these guns, like, I could not even pick them up right off the table. Like, yeah, if I knew what I was, but I mean, for them to like have that, not just that, but then all of their gear, ammo. They could be out walking for miles, days. You know, it's just really, really impressive. And you don't really.
These guys are superhumans.
Yeah, I mean they're.
Yeah, they carry so much weight when they're out there with their vest and
the night,
the body
remember?
plates and the helmet and the night vision.
Night vision.
Night vision was cool, and the guns were really heavy. All except for the M14.
The handguns.
And the handguns, but they had some 50 cals there and sniper rifles, you know.
Yeah.
They were pretty heavy.
So, yeah, there was snipers, and then there was...
I'd estimate they carry about 150 pounds on them.
Oh, I would agree. Birches? Churches?
But can you imagine having 150 pounds strapped to your back and trying to go out there and do maneuvers? Almost impossible, my friends.
I find it very impressive, and it was an eye-opener for me because, you know, all the men and women that are deployed and are fighting for our country, and they're out doing these things, you just don't realize how much more how much more is involved.
There's a lot more involved.
You know, they're just not out of the country and not doing anything. They're fucking carrying around hundreds of pounds for miles and days to do stuff. So I don't know. Anytime I see a veteran or someone in uniform, you know, I always like to thank them for their service. In fact, side note, Jay thanked some guy who was he was an Iraq veteran at the airport.
Yeah.
And thanked him. He just said, thank you for his service. Next thing you know, Jay's got 3-4 rounds free at the airport. Ooh, man, he was sleeping good.
Didn't even have to do the challenge coin.
Yeah. But anyways, that's just my spiel on it. And they really appreciated it. It was a lot of fun. They're just regular peeps.
Yeah.
Had a great time.
But not regular peeps. There are so much more.
A lot of wonderful hospitality out there.
California is awesome.
We had a lot of friends that we didn't get to see this time, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people that, you know, were in our minds and in our thoughts that we wanted to see and spend time with. But on the other hand, we were in another direction, and we just really woke up, and whatever was in our direction that day, that's what we hit. And we visited a lot of pipe shops, you know, tobacconists, all local.
That was within the day's plan. Like every day had to include a skate park, a skate or surf shop, and a tobacco shop. And then, you know, beachside, of course.
Yeah, those were our days.
That's what
we do.
That's what Southern California is. I
that's
mean,
what we like.
San Diego is just...
it fit right in. So, yeah, you remember the tobacco shop in Old Town?
Yeah.
That was a fucking awesome atmosphere. I mean...
I would have liked to have hung out there, but...
stuff.
Yeah, that was a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Like, it was,
And then Liberty was awesome.
The food out there is amazing.
Tinderbox in Reno. There's a lot of Reno we could tell you. We'll remember this shit more and more. We're gonna try to end this video. I mean, we're gonna be at an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna be at an hour.
We'll,
I'm good with that, but you know, you wanted to stop it at 30, and I was like, man, I want to talk.
Oh. Well, you want to throw anything else in? I mean, you guys got the condensed. We have a novel that we could share of just great experiences and memories.
Now I'm drawing a
Better not
blank.
start. All right, let's go.
All right, boys and girls.
All right, we'll see you guys
All right, thanks.
soon.
Next time.
Congratulations to the 3 prize winners, or 3 winners.
We're going to send your shit out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you on this video, but I don't think we're going to email you.
And now that we're back, we're going to try to do this more often. I mean, I know it was a long haul, but... And if you don't care, then... Well, you know, I don't care.
I don't care.
I mean, I like
Did you
doing
forget
it.
about meeting Piping Ain't Easy there in
Oh, well, see, there's another
San
story.
Diego?
No.
He was there at the convention center doing some sort of thing.
Work related.
Yeah, we
And,
met up with him for dinner.
We met
We
up.
went out and had dinner. And
We met up in the Gampless Gaslight District.
Well, hell, I'm lighting my shit back up.
Gas lamp district.
Yeah.
There it is. That place, oh my gosh, that downtown, that was nuts. And it was fun because we hung out outside and just people watched.
Oh, I saw a titty fall right out in front of me. Some lady's walking down the street, and I'm like, hey, your titty's hanging out. She didn't care.
She didn't care.
No, but it was cool seeing Lee Jin, and he brought us gifts.
He did. I still
Yeah.
have my pin on my jacket.
He gave us a nice hat. Piping Ain't Easy
yeah,
hat, PAE. Which I sweated in once.
We had to send, we got so many hats on this trip. And we had to send probably about, well, Jay had to send packages home before he met up with Jason. And then Jason and him had to send packages home before they met up with me.
We mailed a suitcase home, all of his camping equipment.
Yeah, and then we all 3 had to send another package home before we left San Diego. So, and most of them were hats. We had a bag full of hats. Jay and I probably bought a bunch of stock and Alakai shoes,
We got
sandals.
We got a bunch
They're
of
awesome.
stuff for our friends and family here. Little knick-knack stuff and
We met your mom out there.
Yeah, my mom was in Portland. She was on a month-long road trip,
Yeah,
and the day
everybody
we
was
flew
out there but
in,
me.
she had an Airbnb, so we went from the airport to her house, hung out, had some half-ass coffee, and you know, my mom had an incredible trip. So then we saw her.
Really missed my back scratch.
We saw her before she left, but then my mom flew home. Her and Elaine traded spots because, you know, somebody always has to be here.
Ooh.
And my mom worked her ass off, and we thank her for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll. We're at an hour.
All right.
And,
Thanks, you
we're
guys,
rolling.
for chiming in.
we'll see you in a day or two.
Adios,
Okay.
amigos.
See you later.
Wild hogs.
See ya!